am super excited. So I have something new I want to try today. I'm getting my resin ready. It's in the bubble remover machine. So sorry about the little buzz in the background. So, but today we are going to make wine top holders, or the corks that go in your wine bottles. I've been wanting to try these for quite some time, and today is the day we're going to try them. So it comes with two sets. So it comes with 2 sets of 5, and we're just going to do 5 today. And then let's see, they have 5 different toppers. This one looks circle. This one looks, I think it's circle. This one is a diamond shape. Another like round diamond prism shape. Wait. This one's a diamond. You know what? We're gonna find out when we put resin in them. And I thought, so that we can jazz it up a little bit, I got some things that I thought would be kind of fun to put in the resin. One would be some little fruity bits. I don't know. I'm gonna try it and see what happens. Some glitter in one. Some flowers in one. And then I got these roses that I have been drying out probably, for a while. I got these as a mother's birthday. Yeah, in a birthday bouquet. And I was like, ooh, I'm going to save those because I'll be able to use those in something. And today's the day. And then I'm going to do one with just some beads. Oh, and then you know what? It's probably behind me. So I have seen these where there's like a little like a screw that you would screw this in so that it has like something to grab onto. These do not have that. So what I'm going to do is when I take these out, I'm going to sand the bottom of this, and then I'm going to sand the bottom of that, and then I'm going to UV resin them together so it'll sit like that. So join me on this cork top journey, and I will go get my resin ready and we will get started. Okay, so I peeked on these this morning, and everything had kind of settled. So I used a little bit of UV resin and filled these two like just to the rim because everything had kind of settled, and there wasn't going to be enough, it wasn't full enough to get those on there. And I am not really, I know that there's a thing where you can put glue in your, I think it's Claret Elmer's glue in your mold so that like its glitter and stuff doesn't sink. And I haven't tried that yet because I'm not quite sure like the long-term effects on my resin. And what I've been trying to do is just wait for my resin to get, because if you let your resin sit, it'll start getting a little thicker, and that will hold your whatever you're going to put in there. I just haven't quite mastered exactly when. I know it needs to be tacky and a little, it'll start getting thicker and as it wants to start heating. So you just have to kind of keep filling your cup or whatever your resin is in. But I'm getting there. I'm learning it slowly. But anyway, so here's the first guy. And as you can see, a lot of my little fruit kind of sank to the bottom. But then I tried to go in probably when it was getting hard and stir it. And so you can kind of see like there, you can kind of see an empty spot. But then when I went in and stirred it, it's kind of just in the middle. But it's still cute. Okay, so I have sanded the bottom of each one of these. And then I also sanded the tops of these to give it a little grit, to have it to I don't know, I just feel like if you give it some grit, it has something to hold on to. Okay, so I am going to attach these with my UV resin. This is Let's Resin, and I'm going to use their wireless UV light. If you haven't had a chance to try it, you should. It's pretty awesome. Okay, so I'm going to set it over here. So, and then I'm going to work right here. Let's pull that back. Okay. Okay, so I've kind of readjusted myself. So I put these on the underside of a box to kind of hold them so that I didn't have to worry about, I don't know how to make them stand straight. And then I'm just going to put my UV light over them when I'm done. Actually, I'm going to have it on while I'm doing this because that'll help start the resin to harden. So let's stop talking and let's do this. Okay, so these are all cured now. I did put them under my UV light for 20 minutes, and then I kind of turned them and did them 20 minutes on each side so that the back sides could get done. Okay, so like I said, I am not a professional. This is my first time using these. So I like showing you, well, I don't like, but I do like showing you the mistakes that I made so that you don't have to make those mistakes. So when I put the tops on, as you can see here, I did put too much UV resin or whatever adhesive you're gonna use, okay? I put a little bit too much on, and I can go, and I will go back because I'm probably gonna use these in my kitchen. I will probably go back in, let's see if you can see that. See where there's a big overflow? I'm gonna go back and sand those, and then probably just put a coat of UV so it all looks kind of uniform and not some sanded and some not. And I did that on this guy. And I thought if I ever, like, this one's kind of crooked. So this is where I think my mistake was when I was making these. On these, there's like a little, on the molds, there's a little lip, like right here, this little lip right here. I think that's where you need to stop the resin, like right before you get to that lip, because, hold on, let me show you on this one. I feel like this sits right in there, like, can you see that? Like, just like that, like right before that lip. So I think if you just do it right before it gets above that lip, you're gonna be fine. And then you won't have, how I had to sand it to kind of make it even. I don't think you'll have those problems. So like if you look at this one, okay, there's the little, so here's the actual one, and there's this little lip. On here you can see I went past that little lip, if that makes sense. And I feel like if I hadn't overflowed it to the top, my tops or my bottoms or whichever would fit right in there. It would fit right on top. And then that sanding I did, like if you just put it right there, and they'll fit better and you won't have to have that overflow. But all in all, this was a fun project. So like I said, I have seen these guys sold before with the with like a screw or like a little head on it so that you can put it down in the resin. That's kind of neat, but the other thing is that you'll see that in your resin unless you're doing like a color, or maybe if you're doing something like this, or maybe even something like that if you do that one. So would I ever buy these again? I would, because they're good and sturdy. I think that for me, if I do these again, I would still sand the bottom part, and I would still sand the bottom part or the head part of this, so that whatever adhesive you're putting on them to connect, they have something to grip onto. But this was a fun project. I will probably, I don't know, I might do it in a workshop, because I think it's fun to put your own creative spin on it. But yes, everything that I used for this project, I will make sure I leave in the description below. I will maybe circle back around after I use these for a while in my kitchen. I think they're for wine, but in my mind, I was thinking like I have some olive oil bottles that these would fit. Like I have olive oil and coconut oil that these would fit down into, because this little rubber thing is perfect for it. Okay, so I'm gonna stop talking. I hope this video was helpful. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave comments. If you're new, welcome. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're not new, welcome back. And until the next time, see you later.